North Carolina Representative Mark Harris joining us this morning to talk about all of it. Thanks for being on with us today.
Thank you so much.
We're going to check your audio here, make sure we can hear you okay. But this vote last night, let me attempt this first question with you. The vote last night, it was up or down on this continuing resolution, keeps everything the same for 7 weeks so that Congress can debate the budget, talk about the budget. Chuck Schumer, though, saying the CR, the resolution is totally partisan, his words. What is he talking about?
Shannon, you're exactly right. I mean, the Republicans in the House, we took the steps that we needed to take. And we passed a clean CR, no riders, nothing that was part of that in any way would lead someone to vote against it. And the Democrats had an opportunity to simply pass this CR so that over the next 7 weeks to November 21st, we would be able to continue passing appropriation bills just as we want to do and should be doing. And yet they are stepping in and saying, look, we've got a wish list of over $1 trillion of things that we want done. We want subsidies extended, all things that could be discussed. I mean, you can have these conversations in the weeks ahead in the appropriation process, but they are holding the American people and the federal government hostage in order to make these demands. I don't think the American people are buying it. Chuck Schumer is going to have to own it. And I think that they're going to come to their senses, hopefully. I mean, the fact that 3 crossed over last night and voted with the Republicans, the clean CR, I hope is an indicator that several more are going to come over at 11 o'clock today in that next vote.
There could be some cracking going on. At the core, what I don't understand, Congressman, at the core of that trillion you're talking about, they want to discuss, is the health care policy. It's in place and it doesn't expire until next year. So why are we shutting down the government?
In multiple ways. I mean, we've already been hearing from the Office of Management and Budget that this may be an opportunity to shrink the size of the federal government. Frankly, I think the American people would be glad to see happen. And we're going to see what happens as this thing goes on. But I'm hopeful that Democrats will come to their senses and that they will pass this clean CR, hopefully today.
You know, to mess with the minds of our federal workers, though, those who are actually going in, doing their jobs, they've been at it for years and they're doing a good job for us. There are those in our government, too. And my heart does ache for them. 750,000 stand to be furloughed. I'm curious. Congress still gets paid when we shut down the government. We can't pass a budget. What do you think would happen if Congress didn't get paid?
Well, I think that would make a lot of sense if we were to put that in legislation as well. I'm told that somehow that is unconstitutional. But bottom line, we've got to quit playing these games. And again, that's why the House Republicans took the step that we took, giving the Senate plenty of time to simply take this clean CR, pass it, and move it forward so that we could get back to business and do the things that we need to do. And I'm hopeful that it's going to happen quickly.
Florida Senator Rick Scott pitching this bill so that lawmakers wouldn't get a paycheck in the future if a budget doesn't pass. And then Senator Ron Johnson following up saying he has a bill to never have another shutdown again. Would you be in favor of those two initiatives?
I would be in favor of it because, again, it's nothing but political gamesmanship. And it's something that the American people are fed up with. And again, this is one of Chuck Schumer. It's being called Schumer shutdown for a very important reason, because he is holding out, and it's very clear it's so unnecessary and just flat out wrong.
So here's what we know, or we believe, it seems to change. When we've hit it before, there's always a surprise here and there. Oh, that's shut down. I didn't know about that. But here's what we know coming to air today. Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, those items, those areas won't be affected. U.S. mail will keep going. Veterans health care, you can still get that. That will not be affected by the shutdown. But TSA, air traffic control, they'll work, but there could be some, delays, or they could experience slowdowns in service. Also, commercial flights will be operating. Federal courts, though, could curtail operations. That's what the American public can expect. Also, FEMA, right here in the height of hurricane season, FEMA is, will be furloughed as well, or won't be funded. Congressman, how do we move forward? What else do you know will be affected? What are you worried about?
Well, obviously, I'm worried about the fact that we want to see our federal government operating again. The American people expect it. They deserve it. They pay for it with their taxes, and we need to get back to business. And but at the same time, we've got to be fiscally responsible, and we're not going to be held hostage by a Democratic plan of Chuck Schumer to somehow just create this entire chaos. And so I think we're going to hold strong. I think the American people will put the pressure where it needs to be applied. And I think that we'll see, hopefully, this clean CR pass and be able to do our work as we move forward toward the next several weeks.
As you mentioned, that 10, 11 o'clock hour will be very telling. Congressman Mark Harris, we appreciate your time this morning. Our Alana Austin is also on the Hill. She'll be reporting all the moving parts today. Sir, thanks so much. Good to see you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Pleasure's ours. Thank you.